Pitching and judging is ongoing for the 24 applicants that have been shortlisted out of the many applicants. Out of those 24 applicants will be the best 10 to win 10,000 Ghana cedis each, which will be the seed money placed into their business.
My name is Moses Amedono. I'm the founder of Stocklift.
Okay. So how did you hear of OpEx Prize?
So my friend referred us to it, and then we also had a lot of following on social media.
Okay.
People who knew us forwarded the news to us. We wanted to meet new people and expand our network. So this is what we are hoping to get from the program today.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you and all the best as you go in there.
Thank you. Agriculture is growing rapidly to keep up with modern technology and culture, yet a more slowly evolving factor in the sector has been accessing finance. I strongly believe that investment should be done as part of a diversified portfolio, like crowdfunding. That's where Stocklift comes in. Our platform allows local farmers to raise money from their friends, families, or mere strangers, and each person can invest a minimum of 200 cedis or $50 into the farmer's project, and the farmer uses the money to either start or complete an existing farming season. So when you go to our platform, which has been launched, you will see a list of available opportunities that you can invest in. You will see a text description and a media, and then numbers to tell you what you may get in return at the end of the farming season. And we have easy-to-read analytics that will tell you all your activities that has happened on the platform. So at post-funding stage, we believe in our first year, we'll be able to make $100,000 in revenue, then $300,000 the second, and then the third where we'll be able to meet our milestone, which is to have $40 billion invested into farms. And if that is done, we'll get $2.4 million in revenue.
Thank you very much, Stocklift. Judges, we've heard from Stocklift. What do we want to know more?
First question, who are your competitors? Because I didn't see that slide.
There's Complete Farmer in Ghana. There are a number of them, Grow For Me, and so many others, yes.
So what makes it different from your competitors?
We have a social validation feature, just like how blockchain works. So it's an open ledger. Every amount that comes onto the platform and out of the platform is recorded publicly.
What guarantees that beneath we really have an open ledger?
Yes.
We use a lot of programming languages to write the platform.
What I want to find out is, do we have multiple servers owned by independent parties keeping track of this ledger? Or the ledger is kept by servers owned by you? Otherwise, it's not an open ledger.
When you click on any individual transaction, you will see every transaction that particular funder or farmer's record, right? So if there is any audit, you can total everything and have the records to sum up.
Well, I like the idea, but I think there are a lot of implementation challenges, especially in Ghana. Thank you very much, Stocklift, for coming.
With destination weddings, in a situation where you are in Accra, you're planning to have your wedding in the Volta region, where you would have to book vendors from Accra, transport them, the hotel expenses and all that. We want the destination weddings to be very calm and very simple, in a situation where you just post who you need, where you need the person, and vendors are on the rise to communicate with you. On our website, you could search locations also to find most of these destination wedding vendors. So our traction, our platform continues to grow. Our Facebook group, as at the time I prepared this slide, it was 77,000. It's 78,000 at the moment. So we've had members paying in some dues, and we've made some few profits. We are looking to have commissions from the investment idea we suggested. We are planning a bridal fair also, and we are looking at we are targeting Google Ads also to make some monies from, since the numbers and the engagements coming in could help us get there. And our vendor empowerment stories is an idea that we seek to go into the vocational schools. We have a CSR plan, a business where our corporate social responsibilities too, we could see how best we will help in growing the country as a whole. Thank you very much.
Okay, wedding on budget. So,
What exactly are you doing?
A wedding directory.
of the users who visit your website,
Yes.
how many of them have become business for your vendors? Are you able to track that?
We are not able to track that at the moment.
So that's what I was
And the vendors, are they, is it subscription based on one-time fee payments?
Subscription.
Monthly or
Monthly,
yearly? Or
yes,
how
monthly.
much do they
Every
pay?
month they are paying 30 cedis to stay active on our platform. Now I can pay my writers, the site moderators. I can sort them some allowance, which is helping. Yeah, I can't.
So we expect that no matter what happens after presenting our ideas, how innovative, how good it is, we will still win us some support to be able to carry out our business. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming in. I wish you the very best.
Thank you too. So Aquafresh is a startup we have created to reduce post-harvest losses for the Akumadan community in Ashanti region by 50% and also increase farmers' income by up to $1 million using 2 storage facilities in the next 3 years. This is a quick video on the problem we are trying to tackle.
According to the Food and Agriculture Organization, a third of all food produced globally is lost, accounting for $1 trillion. This leads to the release of 150 teragram of methane gas annually, which is equivalent to 10 billion 15 kilogram domestic gas cylinders, contributing to global warming.
Agriculture feeds us, yet what is the point in cultivating when the produce anticipated for perishes right after harvest?
The problem I face is being said, after 4 tomatoes, no, I told the bill after 4 tomatoes, no, there's a tomato being now for bush.
So clearly we can conclude that post-harvest loss is a threat to food security and environmental protection.
Now this is our solution. It's a very interesting one. So we are proposing an upgrade cold storage preservation technology, which has the ability to extend the shelf life of perishable crops from 5 days to 21 days. This technology will be connected to an IoT device, which will give us data on how the unit is being operated. And it also allows users to control the temperature of the storage unit using a mobile device. Finally, Global Food Report stated that a produce like tomato, if stored under a temperature between 8 to 10 degrees Celsius, is able to stay fresh for up to 3 weeks.
After conducting a market research, we realized that a 25 kilogram crate can go for 175 cedis. So at a storage cost of 2 cedis, farmers can still save up to 173 cedis on every 25 kilogram crate, which would have otherwise been wasted.
We are offering farmers and traders a flexible payment system based on a subscription model and also a daily fee for each crate stored in our cooling system.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we presented to you Aquafresh, which is setting the pace in alleviating food losses and enabling economic liberation for smallholder farmers, one farmer at a time. Thank you.
Thank you.
But it doesn't work so well for tomatoes as the Ghana tomatoes as you estimated.
Okay, thank you very much. So it will definitely work for tomatoes, and even specifically the one in Ghana.
The question was what if it does? Because yes, you're a student, so you understand there's always a difference between principle and practicality.
Yes, exactly.
So why not trying to prototype, let's say, a storage chamber subjected to those temperatures you are anticipating will work for tomatoes in Ghana, and then putting some tomatoes under that test to be sure that yes, this is the temperatures that support Ghana tomatoes.
So we have the zero emission cooling chamber, which is a local cooling chamber. So that one doesn't use any form of electricity or energy. So we tried that in Akumadan region, and we were able to test. We use a thermometer to test the temperature operating within the chamber, and we're able to validate that it works.
Thank you very much, Aquafresh.
It was quite tensed having so many judges around listening to us, and we're just hoping they will be able to buy into our idea. We realized that the judges were quite inspired with regards to the problem we presented, and therefore they were trying to ask a lot of questions in order to make sure that whatever we are saying was quite in line with regards to the solution that we are presenting. So we think it's an amazing opportunity.
It was a nice experience. It was actually a very nice experience speaking to them and then hearing feedback. And we believe it will help us in times to come as we pitch for more money elsewhere.
More money.
The genesis of our idea. So we've known that in Ghana, we've always trumpeted the agriculture sector to be the biggest employer and the sector that contributes a lot of employment to our young people. And one of the subset of agriculture is the honey production sector. The subset of the honey production sector includes the beekeepers, the off-takers, the middlemen, and then the big corporations that actually come to buy the honey. A lot of the honey farmers are not being able to actually meet the demand for corporate industry and even normal demand on the market. The problem is that because of the higher demand and then the low supply, farmers now tend to now dilute the honey to be able to get it in higher quantities to sell. So they can add syrup, they can add water, they can add sugar. Some of them even add flour to be able to meet that particular demand. And this has been an issue. And we are a company that have 3 ideas to counter the problem we've identified. The first idea is what we call the bee tax purifier. We have decided to build a device that identifies the amount of impurities that are in all honey that can be tested. So the device records the impurity and transfer the impurity content electronically. Our bee tax purifier will be able to detect the amount of impurities that are currently on the market, because we have a research that shows that currently almost 80% of all honey that is currently on the Ghanaian market is not correct. Why should you take this opportunity to invest in us? We believe that this idea would get significant traction on the market. Thank you very much.
The device. Is there something you can show us?
We have not produced the final product, but we've done a lot of R&D, market research. The materials we are going to use for the device, we've procured some of the components for. So as I said, the only part of the device, which is the tester board that we would get, is what we are outsourcing for our side. The device you are building actually works.
The device you are building?
Yes.
It's not the device you built.
Oh, what are you standing on to say that it works?
So we've done quite an amount of research in assembling what we have.
What you need to understand is literature review is not a prototype. Am I correct?
Yes.
Thank you.
There are inconsistencies which you should be careful to address when you are presenting. Okay? Thank you.
I'm excited to be at the OpEx Prize. I just finished my presentation and I'm very hopeful for whatever the outcome would be. I think I'm grateful for the organizers for putting this together to assist young entrepreneurs who have businesses that can go and become the next big thing in Ghana and Africa as a whole. At the end of the session, I think they had a very fruitful conversation with the judges inside, and I hope that things would turn out as I want to be.
I present to you Lojano. Now, Lojano means fish market in the Ghana local dialect. It currently stands for a digital supply chain management system that provides access to profitable markets for fisher folks. Now, we do this by creating a win-win opportunity whereby farmers get access to ready market, as well as the client gets constant supply of a wholesome variety of fish products at their convenience as well. How does it work? We work directly with the fish farmers, whereby we establish partnerships with them to take data as well of their farming production, and then fish capturing activities this is being done by agents that we have. They also help to onboard these farmers onto our platform. On the other hand, we provide an e-commerce platform where clients can place their order. We then facilitate logistics to move the product from the farmers to the clients through some partnerships. Now we make revenue to 3 main streams. The first stream is the charge on the markup of the fish product, and it ranges between 10 to 30% depending on the type of fish we are talking about. And then we also have a delivery charge also on products that we deliver, factoring the weight of the fish and then the distance covered. And then lastly, we have charges on value added services that we give to our clients. Mostly it's based on request, but we do some value added services like descaling of fish, filleting, and sometimes delivering live catfish or live fish to our clients. So for value, when it comes to fisher folks, we give them, we do direct sourcing from them through partnership, and sometimes we sponsor their farming activities just to help us secure stock. By doing this, we help them grow their sales, and with this, it also helps them increase their production. So with Lojano, we are promoting food security by introducing or leveraging on technology and innovation. And we pray, or we know that that's going to help impact or change the fishery sector within the country. This is not the end. Thank you.
$1.2 million revenue.
Ghana
cedis. Yes, Ghana cedis. What profit have you made?
So our margins were up to 10% of that figure.
So you buy the fish tilapia for 10 cedis, you can sell it for 11 cedis. Yeah. But then you haven't taken your costs.
The solution to that is constant purchase of their products to also help them better plan and forecast and also increase their capacity. And that is what we stand to offer when we go into a partnership agreement with them. Hi, my name is Emmanuel with ProFish Ghana. We just finished with our pitch, and it was a very great opportunity to sell our product once more to a panel of judges and hopefully to the public as well. It was great. We are looking forward for great partnerships with CSIR.
Sanitation problem has become one of the major challenges we face as Ghanaians, and we have decided to come up with a solution which will help solve this sanitation problem. So this is our problem statement. Inadequate washroom in most of the major markets in Ghana has resulted in poor sanitation and spread of disease. So when we look at the lack of restrooms in markets, and then tendency in urinating in nearby gutters. So when there is no washrooms, we end up urinating in any nearby gutters we find ourselves. Sometimes even when we see any cars that have been parked, we walk close to at the back of it, and then we try to ease ourselves. So spread of disease and bad odor within the area.
So we've built a restroom, and this restroom is a portable one. It's a plastic, so actually you can raise it, you can pick it from a place to other. And also it's in such a way that it comes with a biodigester, such a way that this digester will just take off that scent or the odor that's always be produced within that area. And also it's also in such a way that it has a cash flow machine. This makes our product unique, because the other ones that we have in the system, they only have the what do you call, the biodigester, and then the restroom, they don't have anything like a machine which is attached. Okay, so this is the continuum. The cash flow machine is being operated with a solar panel, and then also this is our biodigester system. All right, so we have a competitive advantage. So with our competitors, we are talking about the new tech. We have affordability, availability, and no smell and good ventilation. We have scored all, but then they have challenges in some parts. I am Francis Session. I have a background of mechanical engineer, working a fabricator, digital design, and my brother here is Bright with a graphic designer or other. Thank you very much.
Say yes, technology.
What do you have over there?
That's our prototype. How?
Oh. Francis.
Oh, okay.
Say yes. Are you open to use it? It's a mobile bamboo toilet with biodigesters like this. The only thing is you are having this solar cash. Are you willing to look into partnering so that you can introduce just that? And those ones are in single, I think they are single toilets. Are you open to that?
Yes, sir.
So with the male and female, 6,000.
And then the biodigester.
Including the biodigester, including the solar. When you slot in that 50%, the door opens.
Yes, please. It has a sensor that will give signal to, right? Then it will.
And if you can get one live prototype where you can have the video and you show us how it demonstrates
How it works.
That will sell it. Yeah.
Okay.
So we just go ahead and introduce our product, but we would like to show a live demo, and we cannot do that on our phones by saving the contact. This is what our product runs on. Buffet is a platform for ordering food on WhatsApp and on Telegram. So this idea came about when one day I wanted to order food, and I used a food ordering app, and I realized the app won't simply work because I did not have enough data. So I just thought, whilst I didn't have data, I could send and receive messages on WhatsApp at the same time. So I thought, why don't we build an app that can run on a system that uses less data? So this, how can we build this? So customers can just send hi to this contact, share their location to find restaurants nearby. Because it runs on NLP, you can also search by restaurant name or food name, and you go ahead to order your food and pay via any platform you have. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
So I'm Yao Enchiusu, and I'm pitching Sukupon. Sukupon. So it's basically a platform where you can learn digital and then TV skills online. Sukupon is an edutech project, and then we seek to provide digital and then TV skills where people can actually learn, and it's targeted at Ghanaians and then English-speaking West African countries. So right now, we are at the stage, we just passed the idea stage, and then we are building a prototype. We are actually building a platform. So what we are actually doing is we are building a site where people can go on there and then learn digital and then TV skills. As Ghana or as a country, we have to develop with context, in the sense that day in and day out, every year we lose a lot of industry experience. And then I actually felt that I could do a project and then work on something like that and have industry people teach them. And one of the people that I was looking forward to talking to was Bob Pixel and then Ray Styles. And it's very sad we lost these two people. And then losing them, a whole lot of experience they've gathered over the years, we've lost it. So the solution we are providing is an e-learning marketplace where people can go there and get TVET skills and then digital skills. So we are doing it in three forms. So a web platform where you can go sign up, and then you get, and then mobile app, and then an offline application. There are a lot of industry personnel. I mean, people who are rising through the ranks, and they know a lot. So we are going to work with those people. They are going to validate our knowledge, and the knowledge we are going to share. The knowledge is not just going to be localized knowledge, but localized knowledge with international standard. So our approach, our competitive advantage as Sukupon is we are a homegrown brand. So it means we understand the issues better than YouTube does, better than Udemy does, better than Coursera does. And then with our free data distribution approaches, it's going to make the distribution of the courses seamless, and I mean, you don't have to hassle to get it. So an average course on Sukupon is going to be 49 cedis. I mean, considering the work that will go into the job, it's very, very affordable, and also compared to other sites as well. So that's all. Thank you very much.
Are you open for investment, as in investors?
Yes, yes.
To what extent, in terms of percentage, are you prepared to give away?
So, as I said, we just left the idea stage, and then it's very fresh. So, depending on how the opportunity is like, I mean, we are very open to a reasonable percentage, giving out a reasonable percentage out.
In your presentation, you said it's expensive to the Ghanaian to
yes,
maybe get what they could get on the platform on Udemy.
Yes.
So what's the average?
Okay, so on Udemy, a good course will actually be in the range of $20 US above.
You are saying on Udemy a good course.
Yes.
So probably you are comparing, I'm not saying your bad course, but your average course with your good course in terms of cost. So what will your good course cost?
Yes. The courses we are going to produce as a platform, which are going to work with instructors, and in some point the academia, those courses are going to go for the 49. And then those courses are going to be of a high standard.
So are you saying 49 is your ceiling, your highest cost?
No. That's the average cost.
What do you think would pull me to yours?
We are going to package our courses in a way that it comes from a bedrock of local knowledge. And then local knowledge is actually very, very important to our growth.
Thank you very much, Jan. Thank you.
Smallholder farmers in Ghana do not have access to affordable soil analysis tools to test their soil to make informed agronomic decisions like the type of crop to plant, the type of fertilizer to apply on a piece of land. So Soil Solution, what do? We provide an affordable do-it-yourself soil testing kit that help these farmers to do the analysis themselves wherever they are, either on the field or out of the field. This is how the kit looks like. This is a certified soil test kit. It's mobile, you can take it anywhere, and very convenient to use here. So let me show you how it works. So a farmer on a piece of land, let's say an acre of land, through research, we divide the land into two. We get 4 quadrants. So we take 4 samples from each quadrant, and then we take one last one from the center. So we use the zigzag method of sampling, which is Z. So we get 5 samples. That samples, we have to do an NPK and pH test of all the samples. So the fertilizer that we produce for these farmers, which is being subsidized by government 50%. These farmers get NPK, mostly it's NPK fertilizer that they produce for them. So we focus on having a test for NPK, and the pH of the soil helps the farmer to know that this type of crop is the one which will do well on a piece of land, because the pH is what every crop used to absorb the necessary nutrients in the soil. So if you don't have the right pH, the nutrients can be in the soil, but the plants cannot absorb it. So it doesn't mean that the soil is not fertile. It can be fertile, but the pH is not correct for the plant to be able to absorb the nutrients. Yes. So after taking the sample and adding the chemical reagent, and you shake it in a small tube, it develops a color. So with that, the farmer will say, okay, you say my pH is maybe 5.5. What should I do? So we decided to give out an all-round solution. So we built a USSD and a web app integrated into it. This is a web app. The farmer will just come here and enter his username and simple thing. And with here, you select, this is a pH test. So you select a pH test, and you get the colors that you get on the tube, the same thing. So the color comparator is on the tube. That same colors we'll see on the app. And you just select the color. So he selected the color of what? 7.0. So 7.0 you got pH test results, so 7.0 meaning is neutral. Then with that, it gives you the crops list. If you scroll down, you have the crop list that does well on that pH, so that the farmer will be more informed to know that, okay, I want to plant maize, and that maize will do well on this piece of land, than just generalizing, say that, oh, this land is very black, I can plant what, I can plant potato, but it doesn't mean that it's the right soil for it. So this is soil solution, and thank you so much.
So what then can 10,000 Ghana cedis do?
Yes, so 10,000 cedis is a good leverage for us. As CSR being part of the program is also a good advantage for us, that they can help us to really scrutinize our product and know that it's something that they can also help us.
The model is good, but your challenge is the financial management. Are you willing to be helped?
So it's for part of the one of the things that we are here to help that for.
Okay. Thank you very much, Asafati.
Thank you.
Nice.